Hello everybody, so welcome to another episode of our project analysis. So today we're going to be talking about a very exciting project. It is the Zyon Grand.
Yes!
Okay.
So exciting.
So before we start, this is the table of content we're going to go through with us. So there are 4 things that we're going to go through together. So before we start the video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel as well. And if you have any questions that you have, please also DM us as well. You know, I just want to give you a little heads up because these videos that we do, right, it's really take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of
research.
Yeah, a lot of research, a lot of sleepless nights. So a lot of dark rings also lah. So in order to actually encourage us to continue to do this, I really need your guys to help me to actually just really give us a subscribe or maybe just even like our video, give us a little comment. You know, let us know that this video someone is actually watching lah. So please, thank you so much. Alright, so let's move on.
Every action counts.
Yes. Okay, so we're talking about Zyon Grand. You can actually see Zyon Grand actually in District 3. Okay, so District 3, what we actually be seeing here, this is the whole length of so-called Zyon Grand as well. Okay, so if you can see in particular, actually we are very near to the Singapore River as well, and of course we are direct access to the SHOWFLAT MRT.
Interesting,
Okay.
Like integrated development.
Yes,
Like shops, all
we
that.
have restaurants, supermarkets as well. Also we have service apartments. But service apartments, a lot of people that I meet don't have a very good impression lah.
Yeah.
So later we talk a little bit more about whether this is a plus or minus for us. Okay? That's what we are here to do. So some of the views that we actually be able to see over here, towards the Singapore River view, you can actually see this is from 35 floors is actually the Great World City. So actually you realize anything above 35 floor, you will be able to clear most of the units, most of the views as well. Then of course towards this other side here, we actually see Holiday Inn at level 27. So if you can see that actually our floor levels, even maybe 1/3 of our floors will already be able to clear most of the views already. But then again, the whole why people buy into the city also, you realize is
Not so much for views.
I would say the view is different.
Convenience.
Oh, that is of course true. But you see, the view that we actually get in the city is always the city lights. You realize, like imagine you're at night, you're open up from a balcony, then you see all the different lights that you see from different buildings, right? I think that's another scene that we also, the kind of scenery that we actually can imagine to be. Because if you want to buy in the city area, but you want open patch of grass, right, and expect it to be a permanent view, I think very hard lah.
Rare to come by.
Yeah, and if even got land over there, government will say, hey, that land is reserved, I'm going to do something about it. I mean, one good example that we see is Patterson. This whole patch is all green grass, right? But now government already say master plan what they're going to do. 1,000 new units there. So you know that view eventually become what? City lights.
Yes.
So you realize actually in the city, I feel that this is something that we need to be, we need to understand that this is the view lah. You're telling me I want to see water, want to see greeneries, right? Maybe this project, you need to manage a bit lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like expectations all.
Yeah.
Because right in front of us is also where Promenade Peak is at.
Correct.
Then I mean in the good way also, then we will because of Promenade Peak, then you also cannot really see Great Wall. You'll see a little bit more on the facade of Promenade Peak.
Correct.
And then a little bit more to the right side. Then you can see a bit of the river.
Correct. So I think these are things that we also need to be wary about lah. Okay. Then moving on, of course, some of the views that we will see over here.
Northern side.
Okay. So the north side views that we're going to see is of course 3 things. Great World City, towards Ion, and of course River Valley Primary School. Of course, it may not exactly be from your unit, as we know that that part of things actually might be blocked out by Promenade Peak as well. So you might get a pocket view. Okay, the south view that we will see, of course, we will see CBD towards Sentosa, and of course the Tiong Bahru Food Market area. So at least north and south, you do see that there are certain views that we can expect. But like I said lah, imagine here this whole is all at night when you switch off when it's dark. The city lights will come out very beautiful.
Yes. I feel the south view a bit nicer.
Of course.
Right, because of the
course.
Sentosa.
Yes.
See, maybe got pocket. You think can see pocket MBS view? That's one of my clients asked me also. Can see MBS? I said,
From my experience, MBS is more towards the east side view.
Correct. The
So
southern.
there might be a chance that you will have to like really pick out to
From
see
the
something.
balcony.
Yeah, and it really depends on which stack you get to buy lah. So I won't bet on MBS view lah for here.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Of course, this is our side map that we have over here. What you see is very interesting is that we actually have 2 towers. Okay, then of course we have a service apartment over here. Okay, so this is full facilities condo. That means to say it comes with a tennis court as well. Frankly, yesterday we just went to see the SHOWFLAT preview for the agents.
Purposely went yesterday so that we can be prepared today.
I tell you, it's beautiful.
So nice.
Looking from this angle that you will see here, it's really a hero shot of the development. Although this piece of land is not the biggest piece of land that we will see, but the way they plan the facilities, the way they plan the landscaping is nothing short of a very comfortable luxury kind of a style. You will go in and you're like, wow, nice.
Zyon Grand.
It's really grand. That's the word.
Correct.
Grand. And I think the Grand, they use it very well, of course, in this aspect as well. But of course, one thing you also want to realize, actually, from the E deck towards our second floor, right, there is about a 20 meters elevation.
Oh, that's already about 6 to 7 stories?
About there.
Yeah.
So to be safe, your level 2 that you will see will actually, maybe you'll be on level 7, level 8 kind of a feel. So actually, I think it's quite still.
Yeah, correct.
First thing of all, the land itself is already a bit elevated, so it already gives you certain height. Plus, from the E deck to your second floor, with another 20 meters, right, you'll realize actually you're comfortably on the 8 to 10 floor even, I would say.
Wow, so that means 62, I'm actually 70.
It might be.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's nice. I went to, yesterday I was asking you, remember, we looked at the model, I was like, wow, quite impressive.
Really top of the world. Right,
Really
right
top
in
of
the
the
middle of Singapore, overlooking everything. You can see north, south, east, west,
I
everywhere.
cannot wait to show you the physical thing, but now we still cannot yet. Okay, one more thing you realize that this is where the pool is, right? So this pool, although on now we see that actually flat, but actually this is actually elevated as well from the ground. The exact measurement, I don't have it yet, but we know that it's actually like on a level 2 kind of a feel. So even if you're here doing your swimming or you're standing here, it feels a little bit like an infinity pool kind of a feeling. And at least you know that you get certain privacies that are here. And I feel that it's better also. So sitting down here, looking outwards, actually you won't be able to see any pedestrians or any public, which I feel that is important, especially for privacy as well.
They also cannot see you.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, very exciting, very exciting. Okay, some of the perspectives that we have over here.
So nice.
So nice.
Like the whole facade, like the developers told us that actually they got the idea from our national flower, right? The Vietnamese joachim. So that's why they got all the curvatures, all that. So I think more importantly is when we saw the facade like that, right? We were also concerned on the interior.
Well, that is always the main concern that we will have.
Yes, whether it will be reflective of the exterior. But okay lah, thank God we already saw the show units and the floor plans. They are all of very, very good regular shape.
Best of both worlds. Later we will show you. Also, these are some of the perspectives that we have for the Zyon Grand. Then moving on to some of the details that we have over here. Okay, so what we have, you can see here, developer is a CDL as well. Okay, it's actually a joint venture between CDL and Futsui Fudosan. Okay. Sorry, quite a mouthful. So 2 stories of 62 stories as well, and 1 tower of 36 stories of the service apartment. Okay, total for the residential unit that we are actually be releasing for sale is 706. Okay, so rate car park itself 500 over car parks. Okay. Okay, so these are actually some of the details that we actually have. Okay, importantly, got restaurants as well, supermarket, and early childhood development center. So you realize it's really driven towards family lifestyle and to ensure that it's no short of convenience.
Everything really at your doorstep. You go down, MRT, shop. Don't ever have to bring
supermarket,
umbrella, everything that you want.
Childcare.
Yes. Really one stop.
All they need
Pit
now, is a bubble tea shop.
They will definitely have a bubble tea shop.
I think that one is quite important to a lot of our viewers out there.
Yes.
Bubble tea shop. So
I feel it's good also that actually they are bringing in like new shops. Because I feel for the longest time, Tiong Bahru there don't have a lot of new rejuvenation. Like Havelock is a little bit like mature estate, right? So all the shops are a little bit like older. Yeah, so now like a fresh life in that sense over at the Havelock area.
Yeah, but right now we won't know what exactly the restaurants will be or even the supermarket, but I'm already looking forward.
Yes.
Okay, so of course this is the elevation that we have. We actually have 1+ study all the way to the penthouses. I will show you, I tell you, it's beautiful. Okay, so on to the analysis part, right?
So I think for analysis wise, right, a lot of people are actually a little bit worried about whether there'll be an oversupply in the Rio Valley area. After all, Zyon Grand is actually the third development to launch, and it's not even the last.
Correct.
We actually have 2 more, which is actually will be upcoming one is the River Modern, the one by Guaco, as well as Parcel C.
Yes.
So actually, River Green was first, followed by Promenade Peak, and now Zyon Grand. So total number of units you're looking at, right, is actually 2,876.
Is it a lot?
Last time, like Lentor area, over a span of like 1, 2, 3 years, got about 2,000 plus. People are already a bit concerned that it's a lot. Even when Treasure at Tampines launched at 2,200 units, people are also already a bit concerned.
Correct.
So naturally, now that we have these 5 upcoming developments, probably within a span of like 1 to 2 years, people will naturally also think whether it's an oversupply concern. But at the end of the day, right, whether oversupply is a problem, we also feel that it can also lead to an opportunity. So why do we say that?
Why do you think? Say that?
Okay, so I think there are different perspectives to look at.
Yes.
When you talk about high supply as an opportunity, right? We feel that it's actually an opportunity towards you guys, especially as buyers.
I think first thing of all, before we even, how do we even think that high supply is an opportunity? I think a lot of buyers out there, even for myself, when I look at this, 2,800 units, it's actually, as a buyer, you will feel that it's quite a lot of supply, which is normal.
Right.
However, you realize if we were to think in the opposite manner, we think of the developer side of things, the behavior of the developers. Imagine you are one of the developers that owns part of the 2,800 units here. Okay? Can I ask, actually, in your current mode, if you're the developer, right, are you actually very confident? Or you're very worried?
Worried.
Why worried?
Because at the end of the day, as much as a developer, my plan is to make money. But I need to know that there might also be a certain number of buyers in this area here. So I also want to capture as many buyers as I can while I can.
Correct. So if I hear you correctly, if the best opportunity to be making money as a developer is to ensure that I'm the only plot launch. Right? Nobody to fight, Best is the whole Singapore, you're the only one that launch.
Correct. Then I can be greedy.
You can,
Correct.
But right now, you realize, there's a lot of people here that will so-called be competing with you. So that's why developers right now is all in this more of like a worried state, right? And imagine you're already you're a little bit, I won't say worried, maybe you are more careful, I would say. If you're already more careful with knowing at the back of your mind you have a lot more competition, if you price it not correctly or you don't have a sweet spot, you might be helping your competitors to be selling. How will you price your product?
Definitely more conservatively.
Exactly right.
Yes.
So this is where I think we need to be understanding about as a behavior of a developer in today's market, knowing that there are 2,000 over units and they are very well versed of the market. They will know the market than any one of us because they have research teams to give them ideas and to give them strategies and to propose to them. So knowing that they have to be a little bit more careful, will that actually be the opportunity for the buyers? Because I know that as a developer, I know that I cannot price too high. If not, I will have to be helping my competitors to sell. That as a buyer, is it a very good time that there is actually a pocket of opportunity that we can be looking at?
Yes.
I think this is where we want to be very, very careful, and that is why we say that high supply could be an opportunity for us.
Correct. Because at the end of the day, the pie is only so big.
Precisely.
And especially when, Promenade Peak is literally
behind.
10, correct. I think 10 steps you reach already. So all the more developers have to be even more careful with how they do their pricing and how it works. So eventually, all this is really what we feel it can actually benefit you guys at the end of the day.
Precisely.
So pricing is definitely something that they can look at. But why also specifically to Zyon Grand, right? Why do we think that is an opportunity for you guys? Also because among the other 5 developments, in terms of the land size, Zyon Grand is actually the biggest. River Green, Promenade Peak, you're looking at about 100,000 square feet. River Modern as well as Pasir C is about 125,000 square feet. Whereas at Zyon Grand itself, you're looking at about 165,000 square feet of land. So definitely, you know, if you were to just look at it on like a bird's eye view or just around the area, Zyon Grand would be the first one to actually also stand out.
Precisely.
So as a buyer for yourself, if you're looking into these developments here, you need to be careful on what you pick so that you know at the end of the day in the resale market how this then actually benefits yourself.
Correct. I think this is very important also.
Correct.
Another thing we also want to understand
Why Zyon Grand is strategically located.
Yes. So you can actually see, I want to show you this map here. This is actually from the SG maps. You can be able to access this. But you can be taking a look at this area. So this will be where Zyon Grand will be. Okay, so you can actually see from Zyon Grand, in fact, right, they are, I can use a pointer, they are actually facing 3 roads. 1, 2, 3. Can you see? Let's see here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. That means to say as Zyon Grand goes, there will be 3 roads of people that will be able to see your development.
And big roads some more.
These yellow roads that we see actually are major roads.
Yes.
Okay, Promenade Peak over here we have 1, 2 years, but this is actually a smaller road. So actually it may not exactly be as prominent as what we are. And plus, Promenade Peak is just a single tower.
Correct.
We have 2 towers, plus we have a service department tower, right? So it will even look more, it will look even more majestic as we will see over there. So imagine if you were to be buying into Zyon, you realize this is what? This is like buying into the icon of Zyon. You know what I mean?
Z-I-O-N, Zyon.
Zyon, Z-Y-O-N. But you can actually, I mean, the aspect of things, I give you an example. Imagine we see, you drive, right?
Yes.
When you drive, we are driving towards Marina Bay, you realize one building will definitely stand out of everything. What is it?
The 3 towers.
What 3 towers?
The Marina Bay, the 3 towers.
Wow, hang on, you never tell me Gardens by the Bay. No, but that's right. You can actually see the MBS towers that are over there. So from far, people will already be able to say, hey, what is that? Hey, what is that? So I will imagine that Zyon Grand, given the grandness of things, given how they have designed the facade, right, it will look like that for Zyon area.
Yes.
And because of that it is, right, actually you realize it brings in a lot more attention to your development as well. Because people who drive past, right, hey, what is this? Hey, what is this? Hey, what is this? And the more what is this that you get, can I say people start to take photo, be more curious, and say, hey, that looks like a nice place. Wow, convenient, got a restaurant, got this, got that. I think this is where it also helps us to capture attention for our next buyer.
Correct. Yes. So I feel that then you will always be at the top of resale buyers' mind.
Yes, that one important.
Yeah, it's like they will not miss you out. It's like how iconic developments in Singapore besides like MBS, like residential developments. Interlace is the one I think, from far, people always ask you, hey, what's that development?
Yes.
So you don't even need people to know where it is at. The first thing they ask is, what is that?
Because, okay, as small as we can see, you see like Riviera is here, Mirage is here, right? Then we have, of course, Tropica is here. So it's all the same road. And Riviera, you realize that it's really hidden inside one.
Actually, it's true.
You don't,
yes.
Let's be fair, you don't stop here. You don't stop here. You won't be able to see one. Because you stop here, you'll be blocked already.
Actually, a lot of times I always go past, I say, hey, where is Riviera? I cannot find that condo.
Precisely. So that is where you realize, given the aspect of things, to be able to be at that interjunction of 3 main major roads will give you the advantage of being to be seen. Especially at 62 stories, it's quite difficult to miss it.
Yes, it's
and
true.
I think this is something that will actually be one of our good exit strategy aspect also.
Correct. Yes,
right?
It'll be a very strong key selling point because at the end of the day, resale buyers, they also go a lot on emotions.
Precisely.
So when they see on something, chill, large land plot, lower density, all these will also then attribute into how they feel about the development.
Okay, so this is what it looks like. Imagine you're on the road
So neat.
and you see these 2 towers. Wow. Nice, right?
Yes.
I think this is something that is important that we will actually see.
Yes.
Then if it's at night, like I said,
Correct.
you see,
Even nicer.
even nicer. That's why I say, because this is the city light, this is the city area, the city lights is always what that makes it beautiful in the night time. And the daytime, because of how bright the design is, right? Actually you realize it's hard to miss it.
Yeah, it looks very luxurious.
If you really miss that building, right, I don't know what to say. It's hard. You know what I mean? Not?
Yeah, really
Oh.
something that you will not miss lah.
Yeah,
Especially
very
at night. I feel like because we have all the roof terraces also.
Very hard.
So actually it's not like just one whole entire block. We actually have breakages of like air and all that also. So the lights also come from there. So it will look even shinier at night in that sense.
Just eye-catching.
Yes.
So after so much more about being facade, let's go into something that a lot of people are usually very worried about. I think we also have met a lot, which
Correct.
is these two words. This one, service apartments.
So okay, I think you guys know we have a block of 36 stories, which is our service apartment. So like what Jinping mentioned earlier, people are concerned like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? So for us, we feel there are both sides to it. One reason why we think that service apartments might actually benefit you if you're staying at Zyon Grand is that, okay, so there are a few different types of service apartments. We have hotels, service apartments, and also condos or HDBs. So these also vary by their duration. Hotels are a little bit more short term, you stay 1-2 nights staycation. So that's why they are generally also a little bit on the most expensive ones. Service apartments, like the ones that we have, they can range from a week to, but for us at Zyon Grand, right, ours is minimally 3 months. So then those are a bit more midterm. The rates are maybe a little bit on the average side. Then for condos, which are like your usual HDBs or residential, looking at long term, usually minimally 6 months to a year. And then of course, usually those are the cheapest. So there, of course, we did our research and we went to find out how much does Great World Residences, which is actually just across us, how much do they fare? So you can see from there are 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedrooms. You're looking at about 7, 10 to 5, as well as $13.5 to $15,000.
Correct.
These are their monthly rates.
I tell you, these rates, right, are 2024 rates.
Yes,
As a
correct.
service apartment, I'm not sure, but logically they should increase rates year after year.
Yes, correct.
So this is 2024. Imagine what is it this year.
Yeah.
So I give you an illustration how this may be able to be helping us to generate. But how will service apartments be an advantage to us?
Correct.
Imagine your aspect. You come to Singapore to work first time. So the most logical thing of lodging, where will you be staying?
Near to my workplace.
Near to a hotel. Will it be like a hotel, or will it be like service apartment, or you can rent somewhere for 6 months, 1 year already?
So I mean, if my company send me, those week trips, then hotel. But if they send me here knowing that I'll be here 3 to 6 months, then naturally it'll be a service apartment.
So first time around you come here visit, then you'll be staying in a hotel, maybe stay for 3-5 days right? Then after that you go back to your country to report. Then they say, okay, Eunice, you will be stationed in Singapore. Then you say, okay, you will come. So I think the next most logical thing, because you don't know how long you'll be here, maybe say 3-6 months. Can I say the next most logical lodging that you go into is service apartment?
Correct. Yes.
Right. Then after that, maybe everything stabilized and you got your passes ready, etc. Then I think the most logical thing is what?
Rent long term.
Rent long term
correct.
into a condo or HDB So if I ask you, if we go to a place where, for example, you rent at Zyon Grand service apartment for 3-6 months, after you gotten your pass ready, then they say, okay, then the company say, hey, the service apartment very expensive. Can you go and rent somewhere cheaper?
Can.
Like you condo or what but
Condo
maybe
law.
cheaper rates right?
Correct.
So where will be the first rental place you look at?
My own development.
Your own compound
Yes, my own compound.
Which is Zyon Grand
Correct.
Wow, I'm very worried you say River Green.
Area of comfort I'll probably be used to like the facilities, amenities,
Yes,
everything
correct.
around there already.
Correct.
Connectivity to the MRT.
So why I'm actually going through this exercise with you? Because this is how we will think expats coming to Singapore will be looking at. Of course, right now, in terms of the service apartment, we have about 400 over units. And of course, we do not expect everybody to be converted and start to renting from you guys. But imagine every month, or maybe say, in a certain duration, or every year, we can actually have about 10 to 20 more new tenants coming out to be exploring our units, right? Actually, would it actually help us to beef up our rentability as well?
Correct. Yes. And I also think that will also help your vacancy. There's a chance then that your vacancy periods, even for the one bedders at Zyon Grand, the residential component, will be shorter or like almost zero in that sense, because it can be filled up really fast also.
Precisely. I think as an investor collecting rental, right, the biggest taboo is I rent for 3 quarters, then 1 quarter I don't have tenants.
Correct.
And I think that was something that we don't want to see happening. So given the aspect of having a service apartment, I feel that it will give us another avenue of opportunity for tenants to be exploring renting from us as well. I think that is something that will be interesting as well.
Correct.
All right?
Yeah. So
then, of course,
definitely is a good
service
point.
apartment.
Okay, so why then is the service apartment something that could be a con in that sense? Because I think at the end of the day, let's trace back to how much CDL got the land for. Even so back then, right, when they bid the land, they were the only bidders.
Oh, okay.
Yes, correct. So of course, I think people were a bit concerned. But I think when we look back at why, it's also because there is a need for them to build this long stay service apartment. So naturally, of course, they did manage to get the land at 1,202.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the right hand side, you can see this is how much River Green got the land at and how much Promenade Peak got the land at. And this, of course, this is their starting from price and starting from price. So but for us, just because CDL managed to get the land at 1,202, we feel that there is a chance that they might not launch at this kind of starting from prices. And I mean, we might not be the cheapest. Sorry, we are the cheapest land cost, but we might not necessarily be the cheapest starting from PSF.
Actually, you know why?
Because of the service apartment.
Okay, so first thing of all, we need to first understand why is it that there's only one bidder for the service apartment, so-called this GLS with the service apartment. First thing of all, the developer needs to have experience in hospitality or in service apartment management before they bid into this, which actually not a lot of developers today will have.
True. Far East.
Far East maybe, CDL. I mean, this is something that the developers also need to be very wary about, because if you cannot manage this properly, sure don't want. Very scary.
Yeah, actually, it's quite a heavy sunk cost. Also,
yes.
right?
Second thing is, you don't forget, this service apartment is like something that you build to slowly repay yourself.
Oh, that, you don't get it back straight away.
Yeah, you don't get, it's not like you sell the unit like the 706 units that we have. This is really there permanently and you only can be renting it, and it also cannot guarantee all the units will rent out.
Yeah.
And plus the rates, all these things, you need to, there's a lot of things to be concerned about, and that means to say your cash flow is being locked up in there.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
So you see, they already have cash locked up in there. And the I think the fortunate thing is that because the land cost is slightly lower, they don't have to start at a so high price, right? In the aspect where they need to take back their money for the service apartment. Plus, at the same time, they can still stay They can still stay competitive with their neighbors. Like I said, in Zyon Grand, don't so-called be priced strategically. They're helping River Green and Promenade Peak itself.
Yes.
Promenade Peak will be very happy if they so-called don't price it properly.
Yeah.
If I'm developer of Promenade Peak, I'll be very happy. You price wrong, I'm happy. Come and buy my unit. Neighbor only, right? Right.
Correct.
So this is where I feel that why service apartment is something that we are all very concerned about. But I mean, this could be something that will turn out great for us also.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good thing that they still managed to get the land cheaper, so that will definitely benefit them also. So based off this starting from prices, right, our gut feel is that likely CDL might be looking to launch maybe in the 2,750-ish kind of range, based off calculations that we did, that how we feel that they have to cater for the service apartments part. That would be kind of like a good range that it could be starting at.
So for today's analysis, we will also take reference as 2750. But do note, this is not an indicating price from developers. This is based on our own calculation, our own research. So in the event, if it starts higher, just be careful. If it starts lower, good for all of us.
Yes, correct, definitely.
Definitely good for
Just
all
that we
of us.
don't know whether we can count on
Yes,
that.
we won't know that yet, but I think we have to have a figure in order for us to be able to have an assumption of analysis lah.
Yes.
Also, we will just focus on 2750 today.
Yes.
All right.
Can.
Okay.
So back then,
Some of the starting prices that we
yes,
have.
in River Green as well as Promenade Peak. So we will actually be using these starting from prices to kind of compare to how we think Zyon Grand will actually start at. So you can see back then the two-bedder for River Green because River Green unit sizes was small. It's really a little bit more towards the investor centric, I feel. That's why even their 4 bedrooms were only like 980 square feet. So that's why they could, of course, then launch at around 1.5 mil. Promenade Peak, being on the bigger side, started at about 1.8.
Yep.
So the good thing about Zyon Grand is, right, you realize that we're actually in between.
The best of both worlds.
Yes, we are in between River Green as well as Promenade Peak. So then if we look at 2,750 starting from, we could be launching at like 1.4, 1.5, which is still quite a good starting from price compared to these two launches.
Yeah.
Back then at the 3-bedder, they launched at 2.25, 2.7. Our 818 is also in the middle of 1033 and 786. So you can also see, likely we can also start maybe about 2.2. So which is also a good entry price for you, even though we are the third launch. Then looking at the 4-bedder, okay, so of course, River Green's one was really small at 980, 2.8 mil. Promenade Peak and Zyon Grand actually, I feel, would be the closest competitor.
Yes.
The key difference is the
500,000.
correct. And because they start from different floor.
Yes, correct. Okay, so for the Zyon Grand 4-bedroom, there are actually 3 sizes that they have. The smallest is 1421, and the good news is that it actually starts from level 2 onwards to level 44. For Zyon Grand, for Promenade Peak, all the 4-bedrooms actually start from above level 44.
Correct.
So that's why in terms of the pricing and the PSF, there is already a price gap already. So if we would be able to buy a 4-bedroom in Zyon Grand, maybe I would say maybe level 20 for example, there's a very, very good chance it will still be somewhat cheaper than Promenade Peak.
Yes.
So this is where the advantage is as well. Of course, the bigger 4-bedrooms and the penthouses are on the higher floor. Later we'll go there.
That will be different already.
Yes. Also, I think this is something that is very interesting because you realize Zyon Grand, the developers are very smart. They actually cater to different kind of buyers that are looking at different things. So as an investor, I'm looking at a smaller 2-bedroom, right? I have a smaller unit to be focusing on, and the quantum is very it's very palatable. All right, 3-bedroom, yes, I 800 over square feet, but because if harmonized, actually it won't look too bad. Plus this 2.2 million, actually, if we don't buy here, right, there's another place we can buy. Where? Delta. Clementi. So you see, same amount of money, you can be considering River Valley, Zion area, or even into Clementi. I mean, this is our preference lah. How we just letting you know that quantum-wise can be similar to what we see in the outskirts. Alright? Of course, the 4-bedroom is no short of luxury lah. But I think the 1421 is very interesting. The way they start from level 2 really gives us an opportunity because our neighbors with the same size has already gave us a so-called a $500,000 price gap.
$500,000. That's for just because of
so
the
even
floor.
if you, for example, you can buy level 20 and maybe 4.2 million, actually you still make okay what?
Yeah.
It's easy for you to exit also in the future.
Yeah.
Right? Later we'll go through a floor plan so you understand why lah.
Correct.
Okay? So
these are the unit sizes we compared them across all 3 developments. So you can see like what Jin Ping mentioned earlier, Zyon Grand developers are really very smart because the 1 and 2 bedder, the 2 bedders right, actually that we put here is actually on the smaller side.
yes.
So as investors, it made a bit more better sense for you.
So you see, the 500, 600 right is to match your River Green side.
Correct.
Your 721 is to also match your Promenade Peak for the
Yes.
2 bedrooms. For the 3-bedroom, of course, you see the smaller ones is to balance out the River Green side. The bigger 3 bedrooms is to manage the Promenade side.
Yes.
Of course, the 4 and 5 bedroom that we will see, okay, like River Green really is no fight, it's 980 square feet. So you can actually see this part of things actually is to tackle the Promenade Peak. This
Yes.
one, of course, is to Promenade Peak as well.
Correct. So very similar for the 4 and 5 bedders actually.
Okay, so you can see the way they plan the unit type or size. I think it's very, very strategic, very smart.
Yes.
They really cater
Correct.
to a lot of different kind of buyers. You can be an investor, you can be a HDB upgrader, you can be a condo upgrader, you can be an upgrader in the region as well.
Correct.
It gives you a lot more choices on hand of what you want to be able to be buying. I feel that it's very smart of the developers to do so. Okay?
good.
So before that, 广告时间 advertising. So
Commercial
again, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please contact us if anything. You need to see the SHOWFLAT, call us.
Yes.
The QR code is here. Alright,
Need more
you can scan
information,
now.
more data,
Yes.
you can tell us also.
Scan also. You need the floor plans. You need the brochures, etc. Please reach out to us. You want to do a shout out
For
call to action?
just call us.
Yeah. Last night we do the slide until what time?
1 plus AM.
Yeah, 1 plus AM. So we are like pandas now. But so we need to know that people are actually they really like you all really like what we are seeing.
Or you can give us feedback also.
Yeah.
You can tell us what we think we can improve on,
Correct.
or how we can do better. Then we can.
Correct. Like today we try new lighting, so we don't know whether you all like it. Also, you all can comment, hey, lighting too dark, too bright. Then at least we know, right? We must improve, right?
Correct. Every action counts.
Yeah. Also, we buy enough time for you to do the scan the QR code already. So let's move on to the floor plans.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So 1+ study, we actually have just one stack. Okay. So what's interesting that you will see over here is a few things. First thing, there's no balcony.
Yes.
And look in here, I purposely do up a jotted line here to actually tell you that actually there's no balcony. Second thing, also another thing you need to, I think some of you will notice that we just not say the facade wise is like very wavy, very nice, right? Will that actually affect our unit? So we can actually see within our unit itself is nice and squarish lah.
Yeah.
Right? But there is this part that is the fins that we see over here. So of course these fins over here, in fact, is not part of our strata, but it's going to be there for you to see lah. So we also won't know whether it will be darker for us or not. But this is something that is actually there also, so we also need to know. But I'm not going to focus too much on the layout for the smaller bedroom types. We're going to actually be more focused on the rental that you will see here, because 1 bedroom we know there are more investors, and we took an average of we look at our immediate neighbor Riviera. Riviera average rental right now is about $5,000. So for us, because our sizes are smaller at actually 474 square feet, maybe we discount a bit, maybe say 4,002 or maybe 4,005 lah. Right, so at least we have an idea about what's going on. 5K may be possible, but there must be some strategies that we apply. Second thing is also we know that Riviera, the 1 bedroom is 560 square feet and it's a 1 bedroom. Ours is a 1+ study. So there might be a chance that we can actually beef up the rental a bit further. And also, Riviera, you realize in terms of the rental, if you have noticed, typically the rental are actually higher. You know why?
Why?
Because they got service apartment also.
Oh yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
So
correct.
for the 1 bedroom, 1+ study that we will see, it might start around 1.29-ish lah. Ish.
At 2,000.
It might. I rather say might. Okay, so if we can even get it at 1.4, actually it's quite decent, because if we know what is, looking at this, we know that Riviera is actually doing well also.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to the 2 bedroom. So the 2 bed 1 bath, you can actually see the same thing. There's no balcony as well here.
538 of usable space.
538. That's why they can actually put in a lot more livable space that some of the other condos don't have, because condo balcony. But I don't think it will be much of a concern, because most of these buyers will be investors.
Yes.
And I think as an investor, balcony or not, I don't think it really bothers you.
It's like an elevated 1+ study also.
Yeah,
But
you want to become a 1+ study, I think also can.
Yeah, in fact I get a bigger study. I can put a proper study table.
This is 1+ study plus.
Yes.
Right, so this also boils down to the rental that we see over here as well. So you see, if 1 bedroom in Riviera is already about 5,000, right? Maybe for 2 bed 1 bath, we can maybe quote 5,500.
Yes, 5,500. Yeah, 500.
I think this is something is quite reasonable lah, because if you can see the Riviera 1 bedroom highest right now has already been done at 6,200.
That's very high for 1 bedroom.
Very high. Yeah. And for us to quote 2 bed 1 bath at 5,500, I will say we are quite reasonable lah.
Yeah.
We are quite reasonable, and we are 2 proper size bedrooms with queen size bed possible.
Yes.
Right? And most importantly, I think one of the key factor is that, right, Riviera 1 bedroom right now the transaction has already is 1.7 million. Not one but all.
It's very nice.
That was back then pricing lah.
Yeah, that's true.
So and for our 2 bed 1 bath, very very got chance it can start about 1.5-ish.
There's a gap,
So
there's
you can see if my 1 bedroom is 1.7, my 2 bed 1 bath, if I can buy 1.7 also lah, to be fair.
Okay,
actually, as a investor, am I actually have more rental yield?
Yes, correct.
I think it's something we want to be very focused on as well lah. So for 1 and 2 bedrooms, we'll be more focused on the rental that we actually have.
So there's a lot on contemplate also in this area.
So 2 bed premium, this is interesting. This is what we say like a traditional layout that we see. So you can see 2 proper bedrooms, but this is all tiled on one side. But I think one of the most interesting thing is we actually they managed to put in a window over here.
Yeah.
I think this is important lah.
Correct.
2 bed, 2 bath with a window. They can squeeze a window for you. Not easy. Although this is of course like a kitchenette, but I think it makes sense. This is really tuned towards more own stay.
Correct.
For smaller families.
But actually, I like the kitchenette that is tucked away at the side. Instead of like eating into the dining area space, this one actually I still get like nice dedicated tucked away dining. Instead of sometimes the dining is very near the living area. So this one, because of how they actually placed it, right, you get a very long shape kind of living dining. So it might feel a lot more open actually in the resale market.
And so at least you have a proper dining now,
yes, really like
space.
yeah, correct.
Okay.
So that's important.
So of course, same thing. If you are assuming rental as well, this is a 2 bedroom. We talk about normal 2 bed 2 bath rental for Riviera is about average about 7,000. So if we are looking at let's say assuming that Zyon Grand starts at $2,750 PSF, with $7,000 rental, right? Our 2 bed 2 bath is 1.77 million. The rental is for 4.7%. Pretty good.
Yes.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, very good for, I would say, Rio Valley area.
So then there's a problem that a lot of buyers will ask. One of the biggest problems that buyers face now is I put in the check, but my ballot number is like 4D like that. Have you experiences like that?
Yes, for sure. 4
Painful,
numbers. Painful.
Painful,
All
so
the way.
actually there's a way that we can so-called be able to afford this lah.
You let me book earlier.
CDL don't belong to me. Okay, so how can we actually do that? So what we can be considering, we can consider to be doing is to maybe go through a bulk purchase. For example, you're buying with your parent, or let's say your parent buy 1 unit, you buy 1 unit, or your sibling, one of you buy 1 unit each. In the aspect of things, you will have a chance to have a priority booking.
Yes,
So you book maybe 2 units and above lah. So, and especially I feel that the small bedroom types will actually be moving quite fast.
Correct.
So that's where you also want to make sure that in order to increase your chance, this is something you can do.
Yeah, especially, correct.
So actually you all should start early lah. Start to talk to your parents. At least you can increase your chance of getting it.
Yeah, usually CDL also kind of give like a 2-tier linkages.
Usually 2 tiers.
Yes, so there is a chance, but not guaranteed yet. We still don't know. Maybe your sister-in-law, brother-in-law,
father-in-law, mother-in-law.
So reach out to them now.
Start reaching out. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so of course 2 plus study 721 square feet, as we will know, is very own stay driven lah. So we have 2 stacks that we will see over here.
SHOWFLAT layout.
Yes, this is a SHOWFLAT layout. We have seen it. Not bad.
Yes.
Not bad at all.
The study is a much bigger than what it looks like on paper.
And got aircon.
Yes.
So you want to convert it into like a guest room, I feel possible. If we need it to be a helper's room, also okay.
Correct. Actually, one thing that I realized when I went to SHOWFLAT yesterday also, right, is that if you notice, yes, even though this is not a jet engine, but I realized, right, it actually made me feel like, there's a lot more space at this area over here. It felt like, actually now I have a bit of usable space. Because I think we're so used to seeing like jet engine, common bath. Then we always a bit like, So when I went in yesterday, I was like, how come it looks like it's bigger? So I think it's a sense of like space that I felt inside. Yeah, that I was like, quite unique that they actually did it this way.
It's not bad. So of course our 2 bedroom top choice, the 2 bed 1 bath. I think very seldom you will see people talk about recommending the top choice at 2 bed 1 bath lah.
Yeah.
But with its quantum and with whatever that's happening in the surrounding, we feel that 2 bed 1 bath will be a very good investor choice.
Correct. Yes, especially for investors out there.
Yes.
In terms of quantum wise, rental wise,
Yes.
this might actually make the most sense for you.
Frankly, even you're telling me that small family to stay here with a young kid, I feel that it's also possible. So we don't have to just cancel off that part also. Rental, of course, will be good, but if you are looking to exit for small family profiles who wants to stay in this kind of area, but budget-wise not so good, right? I think also not bad. So 1 stack, so 2 take note. Okay, so now we're going to go into the more exciting part of things, the 3 bedrooms and above. So we have the 3 bedroom and the 3 bedroom deluxe. So 2 stacks each. 1 stack for the C1, 2 stacks for the CD1. So you can actually see in the aspect of things for C1 wise, quite similar to what we see in the 2 bed 1 bath, but with a kitchenette as well. Then of course in the aspect of things, of course we have another window here, but of course there's no window lah. So this is still quite just the so-called the entry, the A18 that we talk about. If we will be looking into a more better layout that we have here. Now we actually have an enclosable kitchen with glass also, so better visibility as well. Then of course the toilets wise all have windows. Okay, of course we have a proper balcony lah. So actually all these for about 50 square feet might make sense. Might make sense, depends on the entry price. Alright. Then moving on, the 3 plus study.
The 3 plus study really quite well done, I would say. Very rare to see 1,000 plus, like 10 something square feet with a landscape kind of orientation.
I feel that this is probably the layout that there's nothing that is not good about it. I got my enclosable kitchen, I got window inside here, okay, I got a WC, got a home shelter, alright, I got all the windows in the toilets. I have a wide frontage that we see here about almost 4.85 meters. Okay, then I can either have a study or not to have a study. The only thing is here there's a so-called load bearing wall. But actually there's nothing to not like about this layout.
Yes, everything that we need, and all that, all inside.
All for 1076 or 1055 square feet, which I feel is very manageable.
Yes.
This one, if we look at 2.7 million, or maybe 2.7, 2.8? Yeah.
Right. Very good entry price. The people there, you know, Tiong Bahru or wherever they want to upgrade to, even from the outskirts, I feel like this kind of pricing will be quite affordable for them.
I feel it's a very good. It may not just be the condo upgraders. It could even be somebody like this.
The HDB upgraders.
So it just can be catered to HDB upgraders. So you can see in Clementi, right? This is just a bit mad lah. I feel HDB 4-room flat. Anyway, these are all 4-room. Okay, look at all the prices here.
They all just hit MOP.
It's just hit MOP and it's all 7 figures one. Alright, so I don't think when they bought the unit, they will also imagine one day they will sell at this price.
For sure.
So why would I say that this is actually something that they can be able to afford or to be targeted at? So this is affordability gap that we see.
Yes.
So imagine back then when they actually bought on average about 550k for the 4-room flat. Now if they sell at an average of 1.125 million, their cash and CPF sales proceeds take back about 700 over 1,000. So if I were to buy my 818 square feet at 2.249 million based on the 2,750 PSF, to make 300,000, is it possible?
From this,
I've already done the math.
Yes, looks very doable.
So I sell at 2.549. So my down payment and BSD will add up to about 734,450, which I still have some money left.
Correct.
And this is important. I think for upgraders, most of the upgraders that I have meet, they don't want to dip into their savings when upgrading.
Yes.
So they use the profits and the CPF that they put into their current house to shift it to the next house for upgrading. And I think it's natural. I don't think I want to dip into my savings to be safe, right?
I think that's the best part about the whole upgrading process also. That I don't have to touch any of my own savings.
Yes.
Yet I can do this.
Correct.
So easily in that sense.
Correct. So that's why if you will be looking even at the smallest 818 square feet unit, right? For you to make 300,000, I don't think it's very impossible. In fact, based on if we were to target the correct group of buyers, I think we will be able to get it. Of course, you realize why we use Clementi because it's really in the outskirts,
Yes.
It's really a bit more further. If you look into even closer to us, like Dawson,
Tiong
Bahru, even you look at the Bidadari, that kind, right?
Yes.
I think most of them are actually doing this kind of numbers.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually I don't think it's impossible for us to do that. So the most important thing right now is that we need to take action.
Correct. You need to be able to get a unit at around this kind of price.
Correct. So next is about flexing already.
Yeah.
This is the 4 bedrooms. So this is a 4 bedroom with a private lift.
421.
1421. This is the SHOWFLAT layout. Okay, so we have 1 stack. So what do you think after you sell the show unit?
I think actually quite interestingly, right? I felt like first time I see utility room got okay, not first time, but one of the rare times that I see utility room has a window.
Yes, wow, this one is something that we don't see very often.
Yeah, I feel it's actually really a very big bonus because a lot of people always feel a bit bad, you know, they put their helper in the home shelter where there's no ventilation. So I think this is definitely an added advantage for people who are looking at 4 bedrooms and yet you have a helper, you don't have to feel bad about it also.
Yeah.
But this 4 bedroom has everything that I need.
Everything that we need.
Yes.
You see,
Dry kitchen area.
yeah, dry kitchen. So your hosting area is very nice. Okay, you have an enclosable kitchen for your cooking, etc. Your helper has a okay proper place to be sleeping, and with a window that is more humane.
Yes.
All right. So we have proper bedrooms as well.
Walk-in wardrobe.
Walk-in wardrobe. Everything is see what you get. Windows as well. Also window here. So in the aspect of things, I think it's something that is very, very nice that we will actually be seeing, and it's something that we don't see very often, like what Eunice is saying in terms of the utility. And this best thing, like I told you, we can actually be starting as low as about 3.9 million because it starts from level 2.
Yeah.
So if this is really the number that we'll be looking at, actually this is quite a steal.
Yeah.
Right? So this is something that we'll also be considering. Then of course the next two layouts that we'll see is the even bigger ones, the other two of the 4 bedrooms, which is 1518 and 1615. These both will not be starting from level 2 already. Right? So they'll be starting from above level 44 lah.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
So you can see it's even more grand, it's even more bigger than we actually see. But the theory or the approach of how they design the 4 bedrooms from the 1418 is similar. Sorry, 1421 is similar lah. The theory is the same.
Correct.
With a junior master at one side.
Then the study
the
got the
rest of
extra
the-
study in the
correct.
junior master.
Correct. So this junior master actually is a little bit like it's a little bit like master bedroom
Yes,
itself.
correct. Yeah, you change the door location, then it can be part of
Yeah.
the enclosed space.
In
already.
fact, what you can do I just do a door here. Then this is my entire space. Wow, this is quite short. You see the master bedroom also no study one. Okay,
Correct.
have
Yeah, I
we
mean,
have a
got
little bit
space,
more look here that
Yeah.
you can see. So actually I feel that in terms of space wise it's quite well thought up, especially for 4 bedrooms. And usually you see the 4 and 5 bedrooms in this region that we see apart from the so-called the condo upgraders that we see, I feel another group of people that will be people who are looking to rejuvenate their current house who are staying in this area.
Okay, because here generally the older developments are all very big also.
Either
Correct.
they are looking to rejuvenate in terms of, because these condos are usually older.
Correct.
So facade wise maybe not as pretty They were pretty once, but not now compared to what we see inside now. So in the aspect of things, some of these buyers, I feel that they will be looking to rejuvenate their current lifestyle, but they still want to be in this area. So I think these are the people that will also be looking. And the best part is that some of the concerns will be, wow, you say like very easy leh. But this one not cheap, no.
Yeah, of course.
This one, if we are looking, we are looking at least 6 million lah. But the good thing here is that maybe you hold for 4 years. Okay, after you constructed, you can sell maybe you stay for 1 or 2 years. Then you also can be sell as you're staying. Because the good thing here is that these buyers, when they come and see the unit, I think most of them will prefer to see it vacant. To see it occupied.
Yes.
So that at least they know that this space, how does it actually work out?
Correct. How to utilize, how
Precisely.
livable it is.
Correct. For the 1421, I will say you hold for 4 years, there might be a good chance you really can let it go already.
Yes.
Because of the price gap, because of the demand in this area. But for the even bigger ones that we see, actually staying there for 1 or 2 years, actually to enjoy the unit first, I feel is very, very doable as well.
Correct.
Alright?
Yeah.
Then of course, one of our target audience we can be looking at is also the EC upgraders.
The people who make a lot of money.
Can you tell me this one sick or not?
So you
See.
profit 1.5 million
This one, you see?
in a span of 8 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
From here to here.
That's just like by staying at my property, I make 200,000 a year just by staying there.
Okay, I put it plainly for you lah, huh? So basically, I stay here for 8 years. I gain a 4-room HDB in Clementi back.
Bigger than 4 room, 5 room.
No, I mean the price lah.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can take back your down payment, your CPF.
Yes.
You use the profits alone. You can already buy a 4-room HDB. Not bad, eh?
Fully paid.
But I don't advise that lah, huh? Unless you're telling me you're doing this for retirement. But if you're going to be elevating your assets, I think we also need to be more careful. But why we pick out £100? Because this is one of the latest MOP EC that we see, and they really display very, very sick profits lah. Most of the profits that we see in other ECs maybe range about 500 to maybe about 800,000. It depends on
Size.
when you with the size when you exit as well. But 100 pounds is really off the charts.
Correct.
Okay, so imagine you bought the 4-bedroom and this 100 pound EC upgrader actually sold the unit and have this profit, right? This is what will happen. Okay, so the purchase was about 1.13 month, right? So they sold about 2.4, about 2.5. Everything they take back with down payment is about 1.6 million.
Wow.
So the question here is, if I buy the 1421 square feet 4-bedroom at 3.9 million, will I be able to make $1 million profit? To make $1 million profit, I feel is...
In 4 years, it's a lot also.
I feel it's quite... for us to imagine that, to have the ability to imagine that, it really says a lot.
Yes.
Right, so for that, so to be able to sell at $4.5 million, the down payment and the BSD will work out to about 1.46 million. And that itself, you still have about 200k change left. So, and the best thing is, because Zyon Grand, as a new condo, everything is furnished, right? It just 200k actually really can become part of a safety net.
I can go holiday.
Safety net. This one is safety net because this is from the house.
True.
Realize this is where I think it's interesting, because a lot of people today will always ask, can I afford? Actually, if most of my clients will sit down with me, when we do this calculation together, actually a lot of them can afford the upgrade one.
Correct. Yes. And they still got leftovers.
And they don't have to do something very spectacular.
Correct.
Or and you stretch until every day eat bread meat.
Yes,
what
correct.
I mean? I think it's still doable, but of course this is a topic for another day.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on.
So I think like what Jimmy mentioned also, a lot of people ask whether it's doable for them, right? But I think more importantly, they also ask, who will buy from me? So this is really to show you that there will always be future buyers who actually have the capability to do so.
Correct.
Yeah. So you can, as long as you can enter, there will always be a safe exit for you as well.
Exactly. But of course, which unit to buy, how to buy, all these things will be in deeper details. And especially buying a condo in today's market, it doesn't mean that all the units are making the same profit as well.
For sure.
So it's important to have someone of a professional to be with you on the booking day, so that we know which is the safest you need to buy, because that's where the price is released. From there we can give you the best advice.
Correct.
Right? Quite subtle lah.
Yeah, it's quite subtle.
Okay, the next one. This is the 5-bedroom. This is something that is like, wow.
Wow.
This is big until, right? I think I will need like 3 iRobots.
Definitely. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Look at the walk-in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Look at the walk-in wardrobe. Maybe it goes 3.
Wow, this one.
So long.
3.6 meters by 1.75 of walk-in wardrobe.
Yes.
Wow, I really walk a lot.
Correct. Still got his and hers in the master bath.
Yes.
Bathtub.
Bathtub. Yeah.
Not a need, but good to have.
Yeah. I met a colleague yesterday who told me, I want to buy a bathtub for my daughter. Then I'm like, wow, so sweet.
Do you want to buy a bathtub?
Like a house with a bathtub.
Oh.
Then I say, you say you 冷静.
They-
Because the water bill come out. I mean, but you're already at that level, then you won't be bothered about that water bill lah. But I'm not a believer of the bathtub, sorry. Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So go for that bathtub.
When Eunice buys this,
Yep. Here, 44 stories high.
Okay. So some people will okay. So this is actually where the 5-bedroom is, but there are 2 more layers I want to show you. There's only one of each of these units in the entire development, and I will say that in order to buy either of these units, right, it's just for show already lah.
Really, it's
You
emotional.
I cannot imagine. I mean, if I were to be buying this unit, this whole profit thing will be really out of the window for me, because end of the day, it's just to be
to tell you that I stay here.
Yeah, it's just to flex really.
Yeah.
Let me show you. So this is the first penthouse that we will see. This is 2659 square feet.
6, wow. In one single plate. That's a lot of space.
There's a lot of bedrooms.
Yes.
I zoom in for you.
This walk-in wardrobe even better.
Wow, sister, this one not walk-in wardrobe. You know those Korean drama that you will see, then they will enter here, then they will choose their jewelry over here, then all the things will light up. Yeah, this is what you will look like if you stay here. So that's why I say this, in terms of buyers to buy this unit, it's really not about profits, or it's not about making money, that aspect, is just because I want to stay here and I want to be uniquely mine.
Yes, correct. I just want to say like I'm living in a landed, but all single plated and up in the sky.
I'm a landed in the sky.
Yes, correct. Because landed will not give you this kind of views.
Yes. Oh, so this is something that is really out to flex. We don't have data to back this up or whatsoever, but it's really to show you that developers are confident to build these units because they know there will be demand like this. However, not everybody can afford this. That is why I think this one itself will cost maybe about
Wow.
7, 8 million, 10 million.
2 points. Yeah, probably around there.
About 10 million.
About 10, yes.
So that's why developers won't build too much of all these because they know that not a lot of people can afford. And it's the most important, the word is rarity. There's only 2 in the development. This is the second one.
Yeah.
2756 as well that you will see. So that's why this is slightly bigger. This is 2756. And we know that in the aspect of things, it's just no short of greatness.
Yeah.
So any of the viewers out there, if you want to buy any of these 2 units, right, please call us ASAP because there's only 2.
Correct.
Oh, sorry, 1 of each.
Wow, yes.
Also, we can invite us to also go and take a look because I would really want to go out there and take a look.
For sure.
On level 62, that open plate and
Everything.
that kind of I tell you, you open the balcony door here, right? Wow, the wind gush in,
12, wow.
all your paper, everything will start to fly already.
Yes.
And, yeah. Huh?
Really.
So we like to end this on a big bang in terms of that kind of big floor plates that we will see. This kind really is flexible.
Yes.
Really is flexible.
Very hard to come by.
So thank you so much for taking time to also look through our analysis today. And like I said, if there's any questions that you guys have, please contact us. The SHOWFLAT preview is right now tentatively is on 8th of October. Tentatively, the developers have not confirmed that yet. So if you're looking to be arranging a SHOWFLAT appointment, please contact either of us. Alright, and of course, please like, share, and follow for the third time. Please follow our channel to let us know that at least people are looking at our things.
We're doing the right thing.
Yes, anything that you think that we can do better, do let us know. Alright, so thank you, and I will hope to see you guys at SHOWFLAT soon. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.